Hi, I'm Ray, ChubbyRay Comics. I don't buy single issues. I collect trade paperbacks and I collect omnibuses. And today I want to talk about this fantastic omnibus, Nightwing. Look at this. Isn't this amazing? If you haven't seen the cover, the cover is sensational. I mean, I've never seen a cover that looked like this before. It is just great. Look at my God, dust jacket is so awesome. Look at it. It's very cool. The book is sensational. Here it is without. Here's what it looks like without the dust jacket. It just looks great. I mean, look at this book. Wow. It is such a fantastic read. Nightwing by Tom Taylor and Bruno Redondo is fantastic. It moves. The pacing of this book, this might be the best pacing that I've seen. I mean, the pacing of this book is amazing. I read this omnibus it took me 2 days. Nightwing Omnibus is amazing. The story is fantastic. The pacing is so great. You're reading this book, next thing you know, you're looking down, you're like, oh my God, I'm halfway through it. It took me a day and a half to read this. That's it, a day and a half to read the entire omnibus. I loved it. It was sensational. The storyline is great. It actually plays up the relationship between Dick Grayson and Barbara Gordon and lets them actually become something, you know what I mean? Which is great because they've had moments where they've been together and not been together and blah, blah, blah. But they actually play it up big in this book. And I love them as a couple. And they get a dog. They get a dog named Bitewing. Bitewing is the real star of this omnibus. He is sensational. And there's so many great guest stars. There's Tim Drake guest stars in it. The entire Titans team is in it, including Wally West as the Flash. He's great. Blockbuster is the big villain for this entire omnibus, and Heartless is in it as well. This introduces Melinda Zuko as the mayor of Blüdhaven, and I don't want to give any spoilers away about her, but man, there's a great story. There's a great story with Melinda Zuko. And this whole book is great. This book also contains, it's got the great story about what's going on in Blüdhaven. The book goes to Gotham City to pick up with Fear State, the Tynan Batman story. It becomes part of that. And the book sort of goes away from Blüdhaven to do the Fear State stuff. But it's actually pretty good, and it's very readable. It's different art. The Fear State stuff is different art. Everything else is Redondo, but Fear State is when it switches. But it's still great. It's still good. The story overall is the number one thing about this is the pacing of this book and how quick it is, and just how sensational the story arc is. What Tom Taylor does is really really good. The story moves, it flies right through it. I loved it. There's Jason Todd, the Red Hood, making his appearance. This book is so much about Dick Grayson, and it contains, this is a little treat. I mean, this is the kind of stuff you get in this book. Look at this, sort of a day in Grayson's life. There's no panels as much as there's just a continuing story in just the pages. I mean, it looks sensational. And this is a whole story in this book. I mean, look at this. It is really something. What Redondo does is sensational. I mean, we've never seen this before. It looks really good. The artwork is just fascinating. And the storyline is so good. Tom Taylor Tom Taylor there's Bitewing. This is a marvelous, sensational, fantastic, one of the best omnibuses I've ever read. It is so great. It is. I've got to put this at the top of my list for 2025. I really do. Guest stars like Tim Drake Robin, Superman, Jon Kent, the Titans. So many guest stars. There's so much cool stuff that happens in this book. The Melinda Zuko story, the Dick Grayson story, the Barbara Gordon story. It's all great. The corruption in Blüdhaven, the corruption, Blockbuster is the villain, and it goes all the way. This omnibus is just part one, but this goes all the way to the corruption being solved and a new police commissioner being hired. That is at the end of this book. And you will not believe who the new commissioner is. So it's very cool. I give this the highest recommendations. This book is just fantastic. It's Nightwing by Tom Taylor, and I loved it. I mean, I could go on and on about how great this omnibus is. It is sensational. I could have read it in one day. It's that good. You start reading, and next thing you know, you're just transfixed. It's like, oh my God, this is such a great story. It's so good to be reading it, and next thing you know, you're done with it. It's really great. I read it at night, so I got tired in the first night, and I had to pick it up the second night. But I instantly finished it the second night. It's such a great omnibus. I cannot recommend this enough. I recommend this. It's a must buy, especially if you're like me. I'm a big Nightwing fan. In fact, I can't see anybody not being a Nightwing fan. This is the best Nightwing story ever done. It's so sensational. Such a great run of this book. I cannot recommend it enough. In fact, if you haven't gotten it, look now. You can get it as low as $70. You can get this book, once again, you can get this book as low as $70. This is a $100 book cover price. You can get it for as low as $70. How about that? It truly is. It truly is a great buy for any of you that buy this omnibus, because it is great. Nightwing by Tom Taylor and Bruno Redondo. It is a must purchase, and you must become one of those people who purchase it. I'm ChubbyRay Comics. Thanks for watching.